La banda checa Ravenlaw se fundó en 2009 y tiene 2 discos editados en su haber, King Imperial y For the Sign of Trident Crossed, lanzado el 30 de julio de 2021 de forma completamente independiente. Heavy Power Old School para amantes del Sword and Sorcery. Podés leer nuestra reseña en la página web del Lado Oscuro y quedarte para ver la pequeña entrevista que le hicimos a la banda.
Hi there, my name is Meadow and I'm a singer and a synth player.
Hello Metalheads, I am G-Bag and I play guitar in Ravenlaw since it started.
And we are from Czech Republic, which is right about here. This is a table of countries of the world sorted by beer consumption per person, and as you can see we are number 1 by far, planetary champions. And also we are 3rd in the world in a total alcohol consumption.
And this is a really very important scale.
Yeah. And here's you, number 43, which is not bad at all, I'd say. We're getting there. Keep up the good work and maybe have one more beer next time before you go home.
And some rum maybe, don't you think?
Yeah, some rum. Rum needs love too.
Gargoyles and where dragons swing in the claw. Don't know the oceans for madness sells more. Golden red king figure mounted on beast.
The whole album is a concept story based on old series of PC games, Heretic and Hexen, if you remember those. And here's how an old video game used to look like, if you aren't old farts like us. The story is a classic high fantasy tale full of elves, demons and magic. It follows the games pretty closely, so if you never play them you should feel right at home. Each song tells a piece of the story, as you can see here inside the booklet. Here's the story, here's the lyrics. We wanted to have a huge Rhapsody style booklet that you could really lose yourself in, and I think it turned out great. I really hate those 2 pages foldouts that some CDs come with. I believe that if you buy the album you should get your money's worth, and I really hope this is it. The ideas for the songs mainly come from movies, books and video games. Usually at the beginning I have some riff idea, then I come up with a verse and I try to find some lyrics that fit the pacing. And when I have a few words written down, I decide what the theme of the song is going to be. So in a way I let the song choose what it wants to be about. Then when I'm at the stage I usually go up for a run. That helps a lot. When I run I feel the rhythm of the heartbeat, and it's like I can already hear the drums, and I sort of shuffle the parts of the song in my head till I come up with something that works. And sometimes I hear whole sections at once. That's how most of the song The Schismatrix Symphony came about. And then when I get back home I just grab a guitar and record it. Also, I've written a lot of songs while piss drunk on cheap wine, so that's another way.
Yeah, and because he knows jack shit about music theory, we have to use our own fantasy and find a great song in every terrible demo he sends.
For his arrival, breaking clouds of human will, a fire rain.
In the Wake of Evil is my pick. It has the best melodies on the album, I think. Lots of twin guitar riffs and cool parts. It kind of takes a while to get going. It builds up in the vein of old Hellstar's song Winds of War, if you know that one. It has some mid-tempo sections, which is not something that we usually do. And then there's sort of an Easter egg in the chorus line Black Plague Possessive Thee, which is the name of the hardest difficulty in Heretic, and I dare you to play that because it's gonna make you cry. Apart from that, I like Ride of the Four and the Plague Lord. They are fun to me to both play and listen to.
Actually, I love all of them, maybe except Exile's Reward, but my most favorite songs are For the Sign of Trident Crossed, because it's straight, short and fast. And Ride of the Four, because it is epic, in my opinion. I have made a lyric video for that song, heard it 100 times, but still love it.
Yeah, of course. The very first band that introduced me to metal was Rhapsody, so that sort of laid out our basic formula, which is heroic, melodic, keyboard-rich tunes. I really like their trick that I use a lot, which is they would sometimes mix some keyboard parts very low in the mix so that you can barely hear it, and then when you do, you sort of get the feeling that you discover that part that no one else knows about, and you get a little more attached to the song. Next, let's see. I used to be really into Bathory, and a few songs from the very early days show it, but none of those songs really made it past the demo stage, and we don't ever play them live because the quality of the songwriting on there is, let's just say, they're shitty songs. Next, Manowar's influence, of course, can't be denied. Then Gravedigger and Virgin Steel sold me on the idea of power metal vocals that are rusty and angry, not the usual clean highs of Halloween. I like it harsh. And lately I've been listening to a lot of Balsagot, and a few of the new songs show that. That means complex structures, layers of keyboards, and black metal vocals.
Wow, exhausting. I agree with everything. There's nothing more to say.
Quite simple. Do some gigs, sell some CDs, use the money to make t-shirts, use the money from that to make another CD. Most of the songs on the new CD are already written. It's not gonna be a concept album this time, but there's a unifying theme in the songs, which is hard sci-fi. Books, movies, and video games again. We've got songs on aliens, we've got songs on Doom, Isaac Asimov's Foundation trilogy, old obscure TV series Lex, you name it. We'd really like to play outside the Czech Republic again, because every time we did that, it's been awesome. And we'd also like to be able to play at some festivals.
For example, Wacken Open Air. It should definitely be Wacken Open Air. Well, Iron Maiden support could be great too.
Yeah, well, if they can afford us. So thanks for the interview. We're really glad you found us, and we want to say thank you to Jorge and El Lado Oscuro. I know I'm saying that wrong, alright? You try to say this. Go ahead.
Or you can say, jak Julie olejuje koleje.
Anyway, cheers to all the metalheads in Uruguay. Keep drinking that beer.
And rum?
Yeah, and rum, so that you can get higher up on the table. Don't forget the table. And we hope to see you live one day.